What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Yo, 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 welcome. Welcome everybody to the live. As you see the title, I think it's about time. I think it's about time that uh people understand that um what's done in the dark will soon come to the light. What's done in the dark will soon come to the light. Um Hope everybody's having a nice day out. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Like I say, I'm not telling anyone to take my opinion for facts and face value or whatever the situation may be. Just use the information and do your research. Go and look at some of these facts for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But today's topic is the Savage and the Clary families, along with the enablers, need to be held accountable for what they've done to destroy this man's career. What they've done to destroy this man's career. Create false narratives. You know what I'm saying? Get all these police, get the federal government involved, wasting federal resources. Wasted federal resources all on one family's behalf. It was for a reality show. On the other family behalf, it was because of they didn't get a record deal. So you mean to tell me if one family was able to make their millions and the other family was able to get the record deal, none of this would have been an issue? None of this would have been an issue if one family was able to get their millions and the other family was able to get their record deal. We would have none of this. We would have none of this. All of this shit over the last 4 years is all about $1 million in a fucking record deal. How? How, Sway? How? Like I have it on the screen at the top. You see R. Kelly, Jocelyn Savage, John Savage, Jongelyn Savage. For Tim Savage to be out here speaking the way that he's speaking about R. Kelly. You've known of R. Kelly for quite his whole career. You've known of R. Kelly possibly throughout his whole career. You were no stranger to the allegations. The world was no stranger to the allegations of R. Kelly and Aaliyah. So, as a father, you are the first line of defense when it comes to your offsprings. You are the first line of defense when it comes to your children. You are the first line of defense when it comes to your wife. You are responsible for protecting the household. You are responsible for putting your family in the best position, in the safest position possible. But when you are greedy, when you are money hungry, when what they say, when you would do anything for clout, you compromise and jeopardize your family, all for the benefit of yourself. All for the benefit of yourself. Mr. Tim Savage, if you wasn't so worried about getting your millions, your family, your children had no reason to be backstage in a photo around R. Kelly if you felt so sure about this man dating underage girls as you referencing throughout these platforms. Now you want to run around talking about R. Kelly dating these young girls and having these young girls locked up in his house, having these young girls brainwashed, all this shit, Tim Savage, you run around talking about these young girls, but this the same man that you have your young girls standing here on a picture with alongside your wife. You don't just develop that type of mindset, Tim. I mean, I know me. Me being who I am, I've heard of allegations about certain situations, but you know what I do? Even when it comes to family members or anybody, if I've heard allegations of anyone doing anything inappropriate to underage females, there's no way that I'm going to participate in anything with my daughters, taking pictures, chilling, hanging out, any of that shit. As a man. See with Tim and with these parents, none of these people want to take accountability for their action, because without their actions, none of this shit ever happens. R. Kelly not walking around looking for their daughters. They introduce their daughters to him. Now, can you make that make sense? They introduced their daughters to him. He didn't go looking for them. But they don't want to take accountability for their actions, but they want R. Kelly to be held accountable for the situation. How can you make that make sense? See, this is the problem. What's wrong with America? This is the problem in this country. Everyone wants to dictate shit, but when someone reacts to it, then they don't want to take accountability for their action. No one want to be held accountable for their action. That's just like if I'm driving down the road and the speed limit say 35 and I'm doing 50 and get pulled over. I'm getting pissed off at the police because he pulled me over, but the speed limit says 35. I'm doing 50. I'm dead ass wrong. But I'm arguing with the cop. Man, you could let me go. You could let me get away. I broke the law. I got to take accountability for that. These parents don't want to take accountability for their action, because without them setting the stage for their daughters to be put in play, none of this shit even comes about. But you got enablers like Tasha K and others that supported these parents that never stop 1 second and ask these parents, how the hell did your daughters end up in this situation? Me, as a man, someone come to me, man, such happened. Man, I need you to help me go and do this. Well, hold on. Before I help you, I need to understand, how did this shit happen? How did you end up way over here? How did your daughter end up in that situation? I'm just not gonna jump off a fucking cliff behind you. A lot of these people jumped off a cliff behind these parents, but these parents had on parachutes, and these enablers, they just jumped clean off. Catch what I just said. Don't let that go over your head. Those enablers followed those parents off the cliff, but these parents had on parachutes. But them enablers, they went head first behind them and didn't question shit. They didn't question nothing about the actions of these parents. None of these people, Jim Derogatis, haven't held these parents accountable yet. Gayle King haven't held these parents accountable yet. The only one of these parents have been held accountable from the looks of it is Alice Clary. And she haven't been held accountable in the court of law. She was held accountable by Lifetime. That's why she wasn't on the final chapter. Because Lifetime is starting to question her involvement in her daughter being in the situation that she was in. None of those enablers over there question a fucking grown-ass woman who texted her daughter on how to seduce a man. When you bring that up to those enablers over there, they run with the same lie that the fucking father ran with. She was texting herself from my wife's phone. I have a question about that. I have a question with that, Angelo. If your daughter was in Stockton, California with R. Kelly at a concert, how in the hell was she texting herself from your wife's phone? 2 and 2 don't, it's just not adding up. It's not adding up. It's not making sense. Welcome everybody who's coming into the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share the content, because these parents need to be held accountable. These young women are not in the position that they're claiming to be in if the parents did not put the play in action. Now, me being me, I'm a man, I have integrity, and I have standards. I'm not going to put my offsprings in a compromising situation that could jeopardize them versus jeopardizing myself. See, in my bone I have with the Clarys is, you all claim that y'all daughter left and went with R. Kelly. But according to R. Kelly, when he found out what was really going on with you all daughter, he sent her back to you all. So we have to make this make sense. So you all sent y'all daughter to R. Kelly. R. Kelly come to a conclusion that maybe your old daughter ain't the age that she say she is. So he sends her back. But you know what you all did as unfit parents who are running around portraying on the internet now, in the media now, that R. Kelly is such a monster that he sent y'all daughter back to you all when he realized that y'all daughter wasn't of age. You all got in the fucking vehicle and drove y'all daughter back to the same man that y'all saying is a monster, that y'all saying is a predator, that sent y'all daughter away. You all took her back to the same situation. Can you make that make sense? Can you make that make sense? This is why these parents need to be held accountable, because without their actions, none of the shit that we're witnessing right now would even be going on. Welcome to the platform, Lavish Lady, Derek Provoked Thoughts. What's going on, bro?
And what's cracking?
Hello, hey everybody.
I see
I'm
you.
on these parents and
Yeah.
I'm on the enablers of the parents. Since they want to say R. Kelly got enabler, I'm gonna talk about the parents and they enablers. The people who took their stories and just ran with the shit and then questioned the actions of the goddamn parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, nobody fact checked. They just took it and ran with it because it sounded good at the moment.
No, because they was looking at a black man and they salivate and get to slobbing when they see a black man in trouble over some sex crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So due process go out the window and over the fence. They can say screw whatever deal you made prior to. They can send your information all over the place, willy-nilly to bloggers and Lord knows who the hell else. It don't even make a difference when they want you and you black. It ain't no rules in the system. I mean, if it ain't no rules when you getting locked up, where you encounter the police, what make you think it's gonna be any type of rules in the judicial system?
It's sad though, but that's what we got to do. We got to apply the pressure so they can change these laws for everybody.
Because like R. Kelly said, if this can happen to him, that's anybody. Everybody is at risk.
Mm-hmm. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you think about it, the judicial system, it wasn't a system that was built for us anyway.
Well, no,
So, you know, we we've never,
people
witnessed
don't even
history being
realize that
treated
the
fairly when it
police
comes to the justice system. So,
people don't even realize that the police was originally formed to catch runaway slaves.
hmm
That's the only reason why they ever really even started patrolling.
yeah,
Pull you over, they stop you and ask you for your paperwork. If you ain't got it, you know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
Same,
But
same,
yeah,
same thing now.
it is.
to hear
Nothing.
this shit, to hear it, look at it for what it's really worth. So you mean to tell me if one family got their million and the other family got their record deal, we would not be right here today?
No, we wouldn't.
No, I don't think we would.
Mm-mm. No, but I don't think we
This was
would.
this was
If
all
they had
this was
got what
all
they
kept in
wanted,
bag.
they had got their little dildo business popping off, and and the Savages had got their lingerie line popping off, and yeah, they got their little untalentless daughters popping off, then people wouldn't have been in their feelings like this. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have wilded out and lost his mind
Yep.
You
and, and
see,
got and got Dream Hampton involved in this bullshit.
right. In the thing that we do over here, in the thing that we do over here, the thing that we do is we use logic and we use common sense. Ain't no way that these parents could tell us that they wasn't aware of any of the allegations that was being alleged of R. Kelly.
Man, you had to be living under a rock.
Not to have heard those allegations. Yeah.
And then you still see you got your daughter. Not only do you got your of age daughter, you have your underage daughter along with your wife backstage at an R. Kelly concert. because allegedly allegedly the motive was they was hoping that R. Kelly would have chose the younger daughter and not Joy.
Mm. I said that to somebody in a comment today. The main red flag to me is they've been putting out the narrative all these years that he likes underage girls. Well, all of these girls lied about their age. So if he
Hold on,
likes
y'all.
underage girls,
Hold on.
why
Just
would you
in.
have to make yourself older? Why not be your young self? And
Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe. I'm just seeing it right now, 21 minutes ago.
yeah,
Uh
went on.
just just dropped the exclusive phone call
Mm-hmm.
from R. Kelly 21 minutes ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
Let's
gotta go.
let's check it out. Let's check it out.
you got
Go
it.
ahead, run. Go ahead, and run that.
Yeah, credits to Storm Monroe, man. Credit to Storm Monroe. This is his audio. He just dropped. Make sure y'all get over there and view it on his platform as well. We're gonna listen to the audio. It's about 13 minutes. But credits to Storm Monroe.
Families throughout the history of man have been chosen to make this decision. Your family must choose.
Can y'all hear it?
Recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5.
Are y'all hearing it clear?
Yeah, I hear.
Yes.
Okay.
To block this call, you may begin speaking now. I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there, and he's been around since like 20. Well, no, actually, in 2001, I've been knowing him since. Very good guy, cool guy. I call him my cousin.
Well, damn.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Well, damn.
Oh shit!
Well, damn.
From the horse's mouth.
Well.
Oh shit!
Well, I'll just be damned.
From the horse's mouth.
Man, some egg done slapped so many faces on that tip. Good.
Oh my God. Oh, let me go back. Somebody said they couldn't hear it.
I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there, and he's been around since like 20. Well, no, actually, in 2001, I've been knowing him since. Very good guy, cool guy. I call him my cousin. I don't want everybody to support me. I'm feeling it down on, hey, I'm supporting you too. I'm for everybody support.
Did y'all hear that now, chat? Was y'all able to hear it that time, chat?
It's a guy out there, my cousin. Man.
Everybody in the chat, if y'all was able to hear it, put a 1 in the chat. Derek, you can hear it.
I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there,
Let me help y'all out.
Got a guy who called my cousin, who real
He
close
said
to me.
because the people, my family in the chat, they saying they not hearing.
You may begin speaking now. I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there, and he's been around since like 20. Well, no, actually, in 2001, I've been knowing him since. Very good guy, cool guy. I call him my cousin. His name is Levi. Now, I don't want everybody to support me. I feel like it's just not going, hey, well, I'm supporting you too. Everybody is supporting me. Those that love me and those that believe in me and those that believe in what I said about the BOP office and everything. Take them for records and everything. But Levi's one of the guys that I've been talking to. I've been talking to Sherry Winbush. I've been talking to a lot of people here and there when I get a
Shout out to Sherry.
all trying to help me. Because they know what's right. But the problem is,
Critics to Sherry. But he said all people that's out here supporting me. He don't want people to be fighting with bloggers, man. This is what he's speaking about, these bloggers with all the back and forth. This person don't know this person ain't this person. This is what he's clearing up. Now look at block somebody block Mr. Wonderful J out my chat right now. Everybody got time for that negative ass shit. Now this is the same shit. Now the man speaking from his own mouth. Then you get a motherfucker come in the chat and say, Big Vi, come on, man, the gig is up. That's not his cousin, but he accepted his friendship. Good enough for me. Out the chat, the man say he been knowing this man since 2001.
once somebody else helped me and I speak out about that, it seems to be a fight over who's helping me, but it's not about the fight of who's helping me. It's about the illegal things that happen concerning me. That's the more focus I want everybody to be focused on. And Levi happens to be one of the guys that knows everything as well. Oh yeah, he's doing his homework for sure. Yeah, he's doing his homework, he's doing his paperwork, and he can break down what's going on. But see, I'm caught up in such a he's saying that Levi's going to break it down, and that's what I want him to do, break it down to you, because I only have 15 minutes. Right. I can't break this down, man.
Mr. Wonderful J, you know what? The reason why I said block you out of my chat is that negative energy, bro. It's the negative energy. We not on no negative energy wave in 2023, bro. You hearing it from the horse's mouth, but you still talking about the gig is up. That's not his cousin. What more do you want? What more do you want to hear? I mean, just, all right, the man, R. Kelly said it out of his mouth. Okay, it is what it is. To say the gig is up, that's not his cousin, that shit is pointless to me. It's pointless. Why? This is what this man's saying. Every time he come out and he speak and give somebody credit, it's always somebody got something to say. Negative. The fuck? We trying to make noise in 2023. We trying to move forward in 2023. We not trying to be going back and forth. I'm glad that R. Kelly has spoke and is speaking to clear things up so we can stop having this fucking argument and debate about who is who. Because it should have never been about who is who. The fight should have always been about the injustice that has taken place with this man's life and freedom. Simple as that.
And plus, I don't know law like my lawyer know law or anything like that. But I know people got enough common sense that when I say, if they go look at it themselves, they'll say, well, damn, he was right. There is a search warrant for this thing. This thing really did happen. His records really was stolen. That really does interrupt a case and any other case, which is why they tell you not to steal the information and share it with witnesses. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's illegal. Yeah, you should not do that. That is illegal. Yes.
Yeah, so if you break those rules and you know those rules, you're a professional officer that works for the government and you're supposed to follow those rules. Or else, what is the point? So, see if I can break it down. And if anybody else want to break it down, they can break it down too. The more the merrier. I don't care if a roach came by with a sign saying he has some truth and can break my case down of how I was treated as far as this the officer is concerned. I will accept that roach.
I hear you. I hear you.
That roach will be telling the truth.
Yeah, you're trying to get your message out, and you definitely been getting the attention. People are looking and searching for sure.
Yeah, man, because I'm in a casket chicken. Storm show. That's what I'm trying to keep the last storm show. I'm in a casket chicken. I'm like, but the good thing is I'm alive, and I don't care who buried me. I mean, I don't care who did me out. I don't give a damn. Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I would be doing whatever I had to do to get out of there. Absolutely.
You're damn right, because your breath is getting a little shorter every moment that you're in there. Especially if you know that you were cheated into that casket.
And I think also people should know just because that officer retired does not mean she can't be held liable still.
That's my point. And then when you show that the retirement was convenient, it wasn't just, oh, I'm tired, I'm old. She's not old. You know, so it seems to be, more of a looking like a setup rather than a legitimate. You can't steal records legitimately.
And I'll say this too. I looked up the articles on it from 2019, and it actually says she quickly retired.
So she quickly retired, but you gotta ask yourself, retirement doesn't mean your charges go away. Indictment go away. You still have to look at, okay, you retired. Just like you would look at a coach that has to retire if he was sharing information between teams. You gotta look at that. Okay, you can retire. You can resign all you want, but still these charges gonna knock you upside the head because you got proof that you did this, and you still have to face these charges just like any other citizen, just like anybody.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, if you get on R. Kelly or something, then you charge him or whatever. It just gotta be right. If I'm convicted, it's gotta be right and by the law.
Savannah, if you don't get your moisturized hands off my body wash.
Oh yeah, man.
You're right, because and I've said it before. No matter how people may feel, you are entitled to due process, and so if something affected that, it does need to be brought up.
I want people to listen to my cousin Levi. I want to listen to him and just break it down. If he's saying something that's wrong, call him out. But I also want people to listen to that roach. If he wants to come and tell them something that makes a lot of damn sense.
I hear you.
Or call that roach out. But what I don't want is people still fighting over who's going to be the one to dig R. Kelly out. That's not what this is about. This
No, no, it's not.
This call is from a federal prison.
R. Kelly said, there's no medicine in this world that can cure corruption. Was he dead on when he said that? The people need to understand this man is very intelligent. This brother is very intelligent. Like he say, I might can't spell, but I can write. I can understand. But there's no medicine that can heal corruption. And he's absolutely right. This system, the way that the system is designed, it is designed to work, but it's corrupt people who fucks the system up. It's the people who makes the system bad. It's not the system. The system is set up to work the right way. But when you got corrupt people running it, this is what you get, what we saw in the R. Kelly case.
No medicine. And this is what this is looking like as the seconds go by. And that's only because no one was charged. People got to retire. Tasha K went on without life.
You're right.
Still continuing to lie. And then it's got to come to a point where people got to come forward and say, look, yeah, I did this, I did that. I shared this with her. It's already out there. I've seen it myself. Fans have sent it to me.
Yeah.
There's a look at the pictures with Tasha K and star witnesses sit right there with her.
And the videos are out there. Now, I will say, I remember Tasha K also made a video maybe this year or last year saying, I think R. Kelly may be innocent. So she's kind of went back. I don't know where she is now, though, on it. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing. You can't, get in the pool and swim, but you're not. It's not. Well, what is the point? It's like, and I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me.
Directly from R. Kelly's mouth. Directly from R. Kelly's mouth. Derek, unmute your mic. Lavish lady, unmute and speak to that degree of what he just said. I don't want people going back and forth about who did this, who did that. Everybody that's doing something that's positive, that's conductive to his case and bringing awareness is what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with him. There shouldn't
1,000%.
be any back and forth. There shouldn't be any of that. Just get the facts out. Understand the assignment. The assignment is to get out the facts that his case has been tampered with. Witnesses were tampered with. Get the message out. Don't
Because
fight about it. Just get the message out.
if that ain't a get out of jail free card, I don't know what is. Y'all played with a set deck.
Yep. If you get caught with bad cards at a casino at the poker table, guess what? Your ass going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you play you know what I'm saying, you playing the game with loaded dice.
Right. So I want everybody listening, credits to Storm Monroe. But listen to what R. Kelly said when it comes to the people out on the channels that's working, putting out information.
He's saying shit that Storm Monroe been a detractor. And he can't even argue with the shit this man's saying.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. He's actually Storm Monroe. He's actually throwing Tasha K even further under the bus.
He's like, yeah, I saw this, that, and the fifth. Yeah, she said, yada, yada, about the bam. Shit. She had one, but she said she thought she was innocent, nigga.
Yeah. Carol say shit, you can't get in the pool. And when you get in the pool, you're going to either swim or stand there. I like Carol's analysis, man. I like his analogies, man.
That boy a metaphor king. Come on now. See, it's like a jungle atmosphere. We two monkeys, baby. Like we on a vine the way we swinging it, baby.
Uh-huh.
Come
Let's
on
go.
now.
We got about 5 more minutes. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, looking at pictures with commentator and star witnesses sit right there with her.
And the videos are out there. Now, I will say, I remember Tasha K also made a video maybe this year or last year saying, I think R. Kelly may be innocent. So she's kind of went back. I don't know where she is now, though. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing you can't have. Either gonna get in the pool and swim or you're not. It's not. What is the point? You know, it's like, and I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth. Being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing is about this real people.
Listen to what he said. Y'all make sure y'all share this out. Credits to Storm Monroe. He said this confusion ain't gonna do nothing but keep me in here.
You know, it's like, and I just really want people to know, I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion.
Yep.
They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here.
So now we understand why Levi goes so hard at the terrorists.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing is about this BOP officer doing what she did, and there being proof right in your face. You can't deny that. That has to be answered. There's a lot of questions going unanswered, and it shouldn't be.
And that's what we're gonna break down bit by bit. But I hear you when you say the first thing we need to figure out is who is this lady and where is she?
And I can't do that from a wall in a bathroom. I can't do it, but I can certainly speak on it because it happened to me. If it happened to me, then I have a right to know who this lady is that stole all of my information and shared it with a damn blogger. Bloggers become bloggers, and big time bloggers like Tasha K by sharing information.
That is true.
Especially celebrity information.
Right.
So this DOP officer knew damn well what she was doing when she gave it to Tasha. She knew what she was going to do with it. And if she didn't know, she still knew the capabilities, the possibilities of what she could do with it in R. Kelly's information. And she gave it to her regardless.
Well, of course, and she was a fan of Tasha's as well, and she watched the show, and she decided to do that for whatever reason. She decided to do that, but she was a fan of hers as well, and 15,000, 20,000 people watching live heard that.
But when you pull up the information, there's no reason. She don't have a reason. She can't. She's not allowed a reason. She doesn't get a license to do it. No one is above the law, even the ones who wrote it.
You heard that? Kel say no one is above the law, even the ones who wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a coach for North High School and police officer for North Minneapolis.
She knew exactly what she was doing, and I'm curious
Because he had been doing it the whole fucking time.
It's a good question because when you work behind the bars, everything you do in the computer is tracked. Everything.
Exactly. She felt comfortable doing it. She had done it before.
She had been doing that shit.
Right.
She did it anyway. She gave Tasha K that information. Tasha K went forth and showed it to government witnesses, and she even said that I'm only quoting what I've heard and what I've seen for myself. That Tasha K said this out of her own mouth. That she shared it with government witnesses and their parents. I mean, come on. I mean, a baby can figure that out. That's just not supposed to be. It's just not right. It's not justice. And if it is justice, then everybody behind bars is in trouble because that means it's okay for a person that works for the BOP. And people may say, well, yeah, that's the BOP. They ain't got nothing to do with the government or whatever. But I tell you what, if you go in McDonald's and you order a burger and you get into it with the person because they didn't give you what you wanted on your burger, and that person that worked at McDonald's jump over that doggone desk and beat you in your head and knock you out, you're not going to sue that person. You're going to sue McDonald's because that person worked for McDonald's.
Yeah. They're a representative of the.
Cal let him know he gonna sue the BOP. Goddamn.
He better let them know. They better get to doing
He
something
let him
about
know.
it. They
I ain't gonna sue them. I ain't
it.
gonna sue the goddamn worker. Ain't my problem. I'm gonna sue the BOP.
Because y'all know it's a violation. And y'all know it impacted his case for a fact.
Saying, bro, what's the difference in that corporation and this corporation? I just want answers. I just want them to show me both hands.
Ooh, I ain't heard Cal say that since I wish. He said, I just want answers. He said, I just want answers. What does it profit a man? What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Mama, I just need answers.
Somebody got one hand on their damn back. And it's obvious to those who can see.
I mean, look, they've been playing with they
got bad blood when they come to me or hate on me or whatever they want to do, that's fine. God bless them. I love them anyway. But right now, I'm fighting for my very life. I'm fighting to breathe. I'm fighting to get back to my kids. I'm fighting to get back to my fans. I'm fighting back to get to that studio and that stage. And I pray to God that somebody hears me. Not only hear me, but believe me. And not only believe me, but look for themselves. I'm not asking them to just believe Robert.
What have we been saying?
Look at it yourself.
Look at it for yourself.
Research it yourself.
And if this is my...
What have we been saying? Don't take our word for it.
Research it yourself.
Research it for yourself.
Man, oh man. What up, Unc?
Oh, was that the end of it?
That's the end of it.
You know what? That's all you need. That's all you need. Shit. He did his thing. I told me and Big Vibe been talking about this in private on the phone, man. And this dude been out here just pretty much giving you game of what has been happening to black men all over the prison system for years. Why did she feel so damn comfortable? I wondered the same shit like 153 times. You didn't think anybody was gonna look your way. You've been doing this shit and ain't nobody ever looked your way.
Didn't have a worry in the world. accessed it 153 times, then sent it to your personal Gmail account, and then
61
sent it to
and
a
60
blogger.
other BOP officers.
She felt so comfortable. She wasn't accessing it like that before to get red flags. She might access somebody's shit a couple times to get a little advantage and know what the hell that happened in a conversation when she doing her judge magistrate shit so she can really nail a motherfucker to the cross when they get in front of her and get to line. She been doing that shit. You gotta look at it.
Yeah,
Look at it for what it is. She
I
felt
agree.
comfortable because that's what she was doing. She done did it to plenty. And I've been saying R. Kelly went to jail for a bunch of reasons. And one of them is to expose this filthy, rotten ass system.
Because they're
Because right now,
definitely being exposed with this, for sure.
uh,
This call is from
and it's in conjunction with the government. They threw the man in solitary confinement for over 70 days. This the same BOP. You feel me?
Yep.
Kept on throwing him in suicide watch and shit. The same BOP.
He had all kind of rights violated, for sure.
Shit.
All kind of rights violated, but he gonna win when it's all said and done.
Man,
And these
He
these
got
two
that
families,
W.
these two families on the stream, like Tim said about Tasha K, ain't no sense in suing her because she broke. You get your ass ready, hot boy.
man. First of all, I want that $300,000 that your daughter took from me.
No, he gonna get that
Because they bought
BOP.
that
He
house.
gonna get the jail, the, the Bureau of Prisons, and
Bought
then he
that
gonna turn
house.
around and hit lifetime. That
They
that's
bought
what
that
he gonna
house that
do.
that fire popped off at. With R. Kelly money, man.
Uh-huh.
They bought that house. That's the house that she was looking at in precedence.
Yep. When she stole the money and ran off.
And that whole
Yep.
time, that's why she was most wanted on the what was it on the run?
On the run.
Yeah, all that time. You had the bag.
On the run with Azriel because you took that motherfucker money.
Yeah,
And
you
I said
had the
that
bag.
I said that shit. I'm like, she done robbed that nigga. She gone.
And
On the run.
how is it that these the enablers on that side of the fence don't hold these parents accountable? Like I was saying before, Storm Monroe came through with that exclusive. They knew about the alleged history of R. Kelly, but yet and still they went through hurdles and hoops to get their daughters next to R. Kelly, just to come out and say that this man is a monster. He holding holding their daughters hostage, this, that, and the third. But when we talk about the Clarys are way now. Tim and the Savage family, they are more as a shout out to JoJo, he used the term theatrics. You know, Tim, this shit is a stage play for him. But Angelo, this man sent y'all daughter back when he was unsure of her age. You motherfuckers packed her back up and drove her back to Chicago. But y'all want to come out on these platforms and in the media on Surviving R. Kelly talking about this man's a monster, this, that, and the third. But you take away all of this shit. If Tim get his million, Angelo get his record deal, none of this shit even pop off.
Nope. We wouldn't be here right now today discussing this.
We'll be
they would
waiting.
have gotten their way.
We'll be waiting on the next damn album.
Mm-hmm. Had they gotten their way, absolutely. It was, but see, they didn't think it would go this far.
Mm-hmm.
When they planned to extort the man, it was always about the bag. But they didn't think it would get to the point to where he would actually be locked up.
No, they thought
They
they was
thought
gonna
they
get.
was just gonna get a couple, get some money out of him and extort the man. They didn't think it was gonna go this far.
And the government and the federal government pressed all of these ex-girlfriends to come out and testify against this man as if he had done something wrong to them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying and I'll keep saying you don't need immunity to tell your truth. I'm sorry. You just
You
Shit,
just
not
don't.
not only immunity, lavish lady, you don't need a goddamn sheet of paper to tell your story if it happened to you.
nope.
And you
Sure,
don't need Section 8 for the rest of your damn life.
sure don't. You don't need any of that to tell your truth. So that's a red flag right there that all this is bogus.
I
Like
mean,
you
it's been bogus
should have
from
never
the
went to trial
man. It's been bogus from the gates, man. Come on.
from the jump. You shouldn't have never went to trial.
Kim Fox, man, put that hotline out. I'm like, man, the jig is. I mean, the jig is up. The setup is in. The fix is really in right now.
And then the lifetime and the documentary
And you
that
got to
I
get
mean you
you
just
need to believe the women, no matter what the hell they say,
Mhm.
no matter what they
So,
do.
in
Hell
another
no.
part, oh, let me get that shit on here. Y'all
I'm
keep
like,
y'all keep going. Y'all keep going.
I
I'm working. Y'all know I'm
don't even
working. Y'all
know
keep
the
going.
level of ridiculous
What up,
bullshit.
Unc? Goddamn, Unc, you coming here quiet, man? What's up?
Hey, all things new. Happy New Year, Big Nat,
Was
Lavish
good.
Lady,
hello.
Lavish Lady. Always refreshing. Thank you for your spirit. It's always refreshing to hear you, brother
Thank
Derek.
you.
What's
Thank
good, my brother?
you.
What's going on, homie?
Blessing to all the big Vice Chat family, and I yield back.
You know, it's amazing that people just missed all of this shit and missed this setup because they just wanted to be mad at a nigga. It was easy. It was out there in your face right from the beginning. It was sloppy as shit.
It was. It was. It was. It was.
It was some sloppy shit, but everybody just wanted to be mad at this man. I'm like, who the fuck brings a crackhead to a press conference? For real. Unspeakable things happen in that room. Speak on it, Heifer. That's what you're in for. Unspeakable, bitch, please.
Oh wow, where are they now?
Man,
But
back in the hood, like R. Kelly said,
but he when it's all said and done, he will get it. He will get the W.
man,
That,
it's gonna be
that's for
watch. It's
sure.
gonna be
He will
just
get
like
the W.
everything,
It's
just
all
like
been exposed.
everything else was back room. It's gonna be a back room Zoom meeting, court, federal court in Chicago and New York conjunction, canceling dismissal of this case is what's gonna happen.
Mm-mm. It need to be as loud as the takedown was. Mm-mm.
Man,
Let me
easy.
ask you. Let me ask you something, Lavish Lady and Derek. I was fumbling trying to get my stuff together to come on, and it was giving me some technical issues. So I was barely understanding what Kels was saying. I couldn't barely hear him until I got my earpiece and everything together. Can y'all briefly, just quickly, just share with me the highlights of what was being said as Big Live was playing that?
Well, he was basically saying he didn't want the people going back and forth with each other. Um, if you can help them get out the word. He talked about the BOP officer, how she accessed his records illegally, gave it to Tasha K. He also talked about Levi for Kelly, his cousin Levi for Kelly. Um, and what else?
That,
What else am I missing?
that's That's egg on a whole bunch of people's faces with Levi, man. Big
Oh yeah.
ups to Levi for Kelly. Shit. Gotta
Also
give
he
him credit.
yeah,
Credit where credit due.
that's
Y'all
what
niggas was talking all that shit. Yeah. That's crazy.
But
Oh.
his main
Oh.
thing was, getting out the word. He wants the word out.
Damn.
The
Damn,
assignment is
Bruce.
that
Hey,
he,
damn, Bruce.
has been unjustly
So what was Bruce? Well,
incarcerated.
I'll leave that alone with the brothers. I'm not even. I'm not.
Damn, Bruce.
Yeah, I'm still back on that. I think yeah, that probably was one of those moments. He was just
Hey,
not
he probably don't
totally
even know
himself.
who Levi is, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Well,
I at least give me the fact that he probably don't even know because it is probably on his pop side of wherever the hell he met the nigga. He on, you know what I'm saying?
but see, Derek, I can somewhat understand that because there are cousins that's on my mom's side that all the first one to the one, two, three, all the way down like that. And then there are cousins on my father's side. They would never cross paths or never know anything about each other,
Right.
especially on my father's side, because my father, he spoke to his siblings and went around them from time to time, but he really didn't move like that with them. My own man had his own swag. He fell back with that. So
Uh,
until years went on, there were opportunities where going through certain aunties and certain cousins introduce you to so and so, so and so. Other than that, I would have never knew those part of my family cousins on my dad's side. It's so many of them. I would have never known if it weren't for this particular cousin. You know what I mean? On my mom's side, there's some maybe the older siblings. Them they probably may be familiar. Maybe they probably heard a name or something. But as far as interacting, seeing, they would never know. They would never interact with them. They would never know. Now, certain ones you might hear certain voices, but that's really only through the siblings. The cousins on both sides will, when you go all the way, start going down and spreading out. They would never know each other. They would probably never in life cross paths.
huh.
So when I can quite understand that. So that's why when you got a dynamic like that, you should just fall back if you know it's there's more than the fear of you all on both sides of the parent side. You
And
can't just stay away.
from what I gather, R. Kelly's father was a Rolling Stone for real.
Hey, I can relate. That's how my old man was. Uh,
So
that's I've been on doing things so different, man, and so strategically like that. You know what I mean? I didn't no disrespect to him, man. He just well, like you said, times with what they were. He was just who he was.
right,
So,
and you know what? And it's crazy because you understand that the times was times, but you can judge a lot of niggas from back in the day on what the shit they did, and they should be in jail or have been in jail.
yeah,
So, in the present climate, not saying it's right or wrong, but shit,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, I just don't like the fact
And
that
in the thing he said, I'm chopping it so I can put it on the thing so I can play it. We
Right.
got in the format that Kale said. He said he's not saying that they blood related or anything. He said I met this guy in 2001 and I called him my cousin. And that's how they built their relationship, and that's what it's been going by. That's what they've been going by since they've known each other. So
Who's this now?
this is what Kel say when he met Levi in '01, and when they met, he called him his cousin, which
Mm,
they say R. Kelly does with he have a name for everybody.
right.
So he says I called him my cousin, and his name is Levi.
Okay.
hmm
Okay.
how is that
Yeah.
hard to believe when y'all bringing up niggas name nephew and shit?
Right. Right.
How's that hard to believe? So
No, he didn't say Peter. He didn't say there's a guy on YouTube that called himself my cousin. He said
Right.
there's a guy that's a guy that I call my cousin.
Right.
He
Yeah.
didn't he didn't say that Levi. He said it's a guy that I call my cousin.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad he did cleared the air on that shit. That people can shut
No,
their ass.
But the
I
thing
think he actually did say Levi name.
he did.
He
He
did.
said it's a guy on. He said it's a guy on YouTube. I call my cousin. His name is Levi.
Okay, yeah, that's what he said.
But I don't want people. This is the problem. This man has spoke, but you got people out here still trying to figure out a way to discredit it.
No,
It's just
Right.
you
he
know,
said it,
it's the
and he
nature
also
of
called
our
Aaron name
community.
too.
Those are the Judases there that's in the camp. They're not there for justice, for righteousness, for goodwill, for fairness. They're not there for that. All they there is to kill, steal, and destroy anything that's positive and good. So we know what that is. So we just got to know how to move around them people. And like Kel say, I'm not interested in none of that. If you want to be down, if you want to get your voices out, use your
Get the
platform,
word out.
whatever
That's
type
it.
of way, then focus on that because all that other stuff, and I've been
Oh,
saying it from the dope.
That's
Prima
it.
Donna
oh,
been saying it from the dope.
what they told OG Bobby Johnson? Oh, give me
Which
that
part?
line from the movie. Give me that line from the movie.
Which part? Which part?
When OG Bobby Johnson saved oh boy.
When he was trying to save his son, when he was talking to Ray Ray with his son in the White House.
When he saved old boy from the Aryan Nation, and he was told him what he did. You know, he was pretty much telling him like, look, man, I don't like this unity shit, man. What
Go ahead, make your point. Go ahead, make your point. I'm sorry
it's
for.
like what Kels is speaking about. It don't. He's telling people why is it, he's speaking and people are still trying to figure out or break it down as to what he said and how he said it, as if the message is like he let people know he does know. People said that Levi didn't know this man at all.
Right, right,
He let people know that I do know Levi. I talk to him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now that should be the only thing that matter. It shouldn't be he didn't say this, he didn't say that, or he did, all that shit is just
That's what he
it's
said he didn't
what
want.
he's saying that he don't want. He
Mm-hmm.
don't want people going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said he was a real good dude and everything. Sure.
But I'm finna get up on the stream again, and hopefully people be able to hear it way better and way clearer. And like I say, the Storm Monroe video is up. I just shared it to my community wall. You can go to Storm Monroe page and watch it for yourself if you want to. Listen for yourself if you want to. But this shit is, and what we've been saying since 2023, this shit is not about Dana J. It's not about Levi. It's not about Prima Donna. It's not about how these people that's being attacked. This shit about the BOP officer who accessed this man records 153 times, over
Mm-hmm.
61 different officers, sold it
Mm-hmm.
to a blogger on YouTube by the name of Tasha K, which was then given to informants and government witnesses to spread throughout R. Kelly's case.
Which impacted the case. There you have it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the assignment, to spread
That's just
that word.
what. Hey,
Not to
Dad,
go
when I
back
really
and
think
forth.
about that in my gut, when I think about that in my gut, that's just really sick. You just got to be a sick individual, man. You guys got to be a sick, no low down individual to do some grimy stuff like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
To affect somebody's life like that
Mm-hmm.
and walk around like that, like it's nothing. That's some pure evil stuff, man. I can't say that no other way.
It is. It's very evil. But it's all being exposed though.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about it. God is allowing it all to be exposed right in front of our eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he will get this L when it's all said and done. He just
Everything
gonna
got to
have to
come
be
out,
patient, but
and
it's
sometimes
coming.
how it comes out, that process is not, it's not pretty. But when everything come to the light, huh, ain't no more hiding in the dark.
It's coming. Like
You know what
it's coming.
I mean? Yeah. That's why they fussing and going back and forth with each other. Because there's no honor among thieves.
Sure isn't.
None. No honor among thieves. Yeah.
Now that's the word right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word right there. No, and no rest for the wicked. So, you know,
Oh, because you so
they
you
gonna
better
get what's coming to them. Well, they're getting it
it's
daily
it's a
anyway.
certainty it's gonna
I'm
happen.
just
It's
glad
a
that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. You go ahead, sis.
No, I was just gonna say I'm just glad that he's speaking out. You know,
Yeah,
for so long he's been quiet, and other people have spoken for him.
right.
I'm just glad that he's speaking for himself, or he's letting it be known.
I think going back to what he said early on, now, I don't agree with Miss King's interview that he did that at that particular moment. Um, because in the climate of how everything across the globe was filtered and the perspective and all of that, it wasn't a good time for him himself to do that. A better publicist that he sat down, his team sat down and agreed upon that can help reshape, you know what I mean, your
Mhm.
perspective and give another narrative, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
backing up facts. He was too he was too emotional, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you've been put a dark cloud, as Boosie said, when that dark cloud has been placed over you, and the perspective is what it is, no matter what you say, how sincere and how empathetic you come across and genuine, people are blinded. Because like
Mm-hmm.
Big Bob said a couple of videos ago, just a couple of days ago, Big Bob was saying that because of people's ignorance and their own personal hurt,
Mhm.
and maybe it wasn't some, it's with an individual, and then it's someone else that's close to that individual. Instead of, if you that worked up, if you that concerned, if that mess with your spirit to that degree, then I believe there you should owe it to yourself to want to do the research and take the time to fall back from what the narrative is and investigate yourself on your own. People don't want to do that because I want to be a victim. And today, the victim mode mindset is the new lit. I don't have to do no work. I don't have to have no accountability. I don't have to, I don't have to bleed no blood, no sweat. I don't have to grind. You know what I mean? I don't have to take, accountability for anything. I can just play a victim, and I don't have to do anything. And society gonna, and that's where we at. That's the society we live in, unfortunately.
There we go.
Oh, out of there. Calling them
There we
hoes.
go.
Calling them hoes.
But I got the video. I got the video up and ready to go. I want everybody at this moment, I will ask for everyone to empty their feelings. I'm going to ask that everyone empty their hearts. And I want to ask that everyone listen with an unbiased thought process and listen to what R. Kelly articulates. So he's not going to say that it's someone on YouTube calling himself my cousin. You're about to hear it directly from R. Kelly's mouth himself. We don't want to deal with this no more after today. Who is who? We have to get on the ball pushing this narrative about the BOP officer and Tasha K corruption and colluding and giving him
Extortion.
information to uh federal informants and federal witnesses. Right now, Credit Storm Monroe, I'm finna drop the video, the audio right now.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call, you may begin speaking now.
Doing Storm.
I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there, and he's been around since like 20. Well, no, actually, yeah, 2001. I've been knowing him since. Very good guy. I call him my cousin. His name is Levi. Now, I don't want everybody that's supporting me out there on the internet to start going, hey, well, I'm supporting you too. Everybody is supporting me. Those that love me and those that believe in me and those that believe in what I've said about the DOT officer and everything and taking my records and everything. But Levi, I've been talking to Sharon Wimbush. I've been talking to a lot of people here and there when I get a chance. And they're all trying to help me.
Okay.
Because they know what's right.
Wow. There you have it.
My cousin. He said it's a guy out here I call my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get past that and let's get on the ball with this BOP officer and these parents who have sat here and has not been held accountable for their actions and their participation in the downfall of R. Kelly. These parents willfully set this man up and trapped this man. And when things did not go the way that they appeared that they wanted them to go, this man has been locked up. This man has been crucified. This man has been buried alive with allegations, rumors, scandals. This man was guilty before he was even sentenced. This man in this country, you have the right. They say you are innocent until proven guilty. But what we saw with R. Kelly is this man was guilty trying to prove himself innocent.
Yeah.
Convicted in the
Eyes of the public.
public opinion.
In the eyes of the public.
Before he even had a chance. That Lifetime documentary, that should have been stopped. That should have never been.
Yeah, I said it should have been a gag order on that, and I don't know why them lawyers never.
Well, he didn't get charges until after that aired.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the start of it for the public. So to say, that was the start of it for the public. By airing that, then he got these charges brought on, and then you have these two on the screen.
Yeah. And I think it had a lot of traction and push because of people's mindset about back in the '08 trial and before that in that '94 phony, ridiculous, you know what I mean, marriage concept that they did to really to blackmail this man and set him up, you know what I mean, to get his dollar on music. That's really what that all was, you know, was about. It was a blackmail scare tactic. That's all it was, you know what I mean. And the damage was done, and once you put it out there, there was nothing they could do. So.
I mean, they just done so many things that was, illegal. They stopped this flow of income with the whole R. Kelly. I mean, they just did so much, and they did it in our faces.
Yeah. I like the way Big Vi said it. Big Vi said, you said a while ago, not a while ago, but you said that when you're trying to achieve in this part of the industry or in your career or whatever your artistry is, man, if you go way beyond the expect, over overachieve. That's the term you use, Big Vi.
Yeah.
Overachieve.
You,
Whoo, the price for
when you
that on the other
overachieve,
side of that.
they don't want that.
Whoo, especially being from our culture too. Mm, mm. If it
I
was the other
feel with
persuasion, you know what I mean?
you.
I told
I'm just
people,
no disrespect, but that's the world we live in. Pac said it. You know what I mean? I mean, for us, you can go as far as you, but when you start gravitating, Pac said, nephew, when you start waking people up out of their sleep or whatever sleep they've been in, ignorance of whatever it is, and they start gravitating toward you and your message, it start changing their life, it start getting momentum, it starts spreading all over there, and it start taking you out of a puppet mindset. The who don't them higher ups they want to come see you now. Like you doing too much. Let me knock you down a little bit. You know what I mean? That's I in a nutshell, that's what comes with that with any artist
Mm-hmm.
in whatever field. I don't care if it's a modern industry. I don't care if you got a cooking show on TV. I don't care if you got fashion. It's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to that plateau, or not even so much to a plateau, when you get to a certain point, Miss Lavish Lady, you say, I want to shift gears and go another direction. I don't no longer want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you might go and do something else. You probably good. But those who want to continue to just climb and climb, know that there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna come with that.
Yep.
It's
It
it's it's uh, it's a
comes
it's
with the
already
price of
set
fame.
up like that.
It definitely does come with the price of fame, but that it don't make it right.
Yeah, yeah, but that's what it is though.
It is what it is. You are absolutely right. I agree 100%. Um, but it's just sad. It's
Yeah,
really sad,
yeah.
and I mean, we literally just watched this play out. This played
Yeah.
out in front of our face, and it's been going on for years. Like they've had this dark cloud over this man for years with no proof, and we still don't have any proof. All of this is just word of mouth,
It's allegation. That's all
and
it is.
you
And
expect
I don't care
us
who
to
the
take
I
the
don't care who
word
the person. I don't care
for
if it's
truth.
Barry Hankerson, who all these artists in the industry. You gotta people gotta and ain't no disrespect to Barry Hankerson, nobody. I'm not on that. This 2023. I'm not on none of that stuff. The old 22 is gone. I'm not on none of that. What I am saying, I don't care who the human is. Plies got in his first album, one of his lyrics, the rapper Plies said, if a NIWGA heart ain't right, ain't no telling what they'll do.
Hmm.
So I didn't just look at that when I heard that Miss Lavish Lady from just an artist putting a poetic rap together and putting them lyrics together. I looked at just in life, period. I don't care if you're mama, brother, sister, daddy, uncle, auntie, cousin, nephew, whoever it is, co-worker, neighbor in your neighbor, whoever.
Hmm.
If an individual's heart is not in the right place and they moving in that particular way,
Hmm.
they are possessed by a demon.
Yep.
They
I,
possessed by a demon. So that's why Prima Donna and others, mainly Prima Donna, kept and Levi, they kept putting it out in the beginning. This is a spiritual fight.
yep.
There's some natural things we do. You got a new attorney, Miss Bonjean, wonderful. I understand we got Mr. Andrew Wyatt, you know what I mean,
I
whatever
don't know.
SAT.
I asked about that the other day.
That's the last time I heard that. It might have changed. I don't know, Mr. Late. I'm just saying, I mean, from
About that. I was wondering
I
about
had saw something as well saying that he had came on the team,
right.
but I mean, Jennifer hasn't. I haven't seen Jennifer confirm it or
Right.
I don't get too caught up in,
Right. Right. Blessing J Rock. Blessing my brother. Happy New Year, J Rock.
I mean, when I heard that he was coming on as part of the team, I was like excited because he did a really good job with Mr. Cosby. But
Yeah.
you know, we haven't
What's going,
seen him yet, so I don't know.
what's
J
going on,
Rock.
Big Vi?
what's up, J Rock? We here.
Yeah,
Where
what's
my
going
boy
on?
Sir Miguel at, man?
Shoot, I don't know. I thought he probably would have crept on in here by now. What's going on, Muse? Happy New Year to you.
Same too, my brother.
Hey,
What's on your
hey,
mind,
Miss
J
Lavish
Rock?
Lady, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Lavish Lady?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Good, good.
Well, Big Vi, what's on my mind? Well, first thing I'm gonna say is it's good to hear his voice.
Yeah.
I mean, after everything that he's going through, you would really think that he'd probably be going through something. You'll probably be thinking that he may feel somewhat defeated after everything he's already endured. But you can tell by his voice that he's still got so much life left in him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in it for the long haul. And he's in it for the fight. So
Mm-hmm.
so he knows who's with him, and he knows who's against him. But at the end of the day, he knows who's for him, and it's somebody greater than any of us could ever be. So 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 I know it's really good to hear him being really encouraged and high in spirit. So
It is. But did you catch that analogy he threw out there?
No, I didn't catch it.
I
Help me.
heard a little bit of it because
Oh,
when
baby. He put
I
it out.
couldn't barely hear it. I couldn't really honestly Gladys later. I just struggled to hear. I couldn't.
Vi, you got it. So he used this analogy with what's
McDonald's
that?
one.
The McDonald's one. The
McDonald's. Yeah,
He
yeah,
McDonald's
yeah,
said
yeah.
analogy.
he
Okay.
said
That
he
one.
said if you go to McDonald's and you order a burger and your burger not right, and you say something to the cashier, and the cashier come across the counter and hit you in the head and knock you out, he said you don't sue. You're not gonna sue the cashier. You're gonna sue McDonald's. So
That's
he
right.
was referencing that
right,
to if a BOP
BLP.
officer access your records illegally, you're not gonna sue that BOP officer. You're gonna sue the BOP.
Right.
oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Because I also wonder if this BOP officer was one of those people that allowed that inmate to assault R. Kelly in jail also.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
he did say on one of the other calls that this BOP officer was like higher in rank, was like
She
what
was a
they
judge
consider a judge in the jail.
Oh,
in the jail.
oh,
She was a jailhouse judge.
So she wasn't just a regular BOP officer. She was up in rank.
wow.
Oh, so in other words, this
Whoa.
BOP officer, she got some weight.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a
Wow.
jailhouse judge.
And
And Storm
Tasha
said that
K said,
Storm said she was a frequent visitor on Tasha K's page.
yes, he did say that. And then she said, Tasha K said in her interview that her dad is a retired BOP officer.
Wow.
See,
Uh, uh,
corruption all around.
Connection. Like Prima Donna always talk about that 6 degree of separation.
yeah.
Yeah. Connection.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we got
That put a spotlight on a lot of stuff, J Rock.
we got somebody who had a lot of weight in. So it wasn't just an average BOP officer. It was somebody that
Right. I thought it was
had a lot
regular.
of stroke in the game there, and then her being a frequent visitor of Tasha K's page, which I already kind of knew that. I knew that part of it, but I didn't know that she was kind of a higher rank person in the BOP.
Per R. Kelly, she was what they considered a judge in the
She
jail.
was a jailhouse judge.
Wow. The one they trying to protect her.
And
They
and
let
then
her
he said
retire.
she wasn't. She retired, but he said she wasn't. Like a older lady or
She
anything.
just retired. Once she
She
got
just
indicted,
retired.
soon as she got indicted, they let her retire.
So she can get off.
He said just because you quit don't mean that indictment just go away.
That's
Mhm.
right. That's right.
I remember there was a movie back in the day that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in, and one of the lines that he said was, or that they told this one guy was, resign or be prosecuted.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, so she decided to retire,
Hmm.
but the prosecution could still be on the horizon.
Right.
It needs to be, and that's what he wants out here. He
Yeah,
don't
they
want people going back and forth with each other. He wants the message out here that his rights were violated. This lady illegally accessed his records 153 times,
that's just
and she's in a totally different state. Keep that in mind.
Wisconsin.
And then you gave this information to a blogger, and she put this
I'm
information.
trying to process that.
There go
We
that
all
whole chain of custody thing again.
ooh man.
That is huge. He shouldn't have never went to a trial with them knowing that prior to, because they knew it.
Yeah, they
Now,
suppressed
y'all,
evidence. So that's a
listen, y'all,
charge. That's a charge in itself.
He
So
shouldn't have
right.
never went to
suppressed
trial.
evidence.
Go back over that. Go back over that. Hear that. Now you do okay, maybe once, okay, twice, three times. J Rock here where I'm going. Miss Lab play here when I'm going. Four, 10. Yeah, okay, you about 20 times.
Hmm.
153
153.
and nothing. Nothing raise an eyebrow. Nobody say, wait a minute, whoa, why this person exit? Nothing?
And
You get
wasn't
you
that
take it to
over?
153
And
100.
and then
wasn't that
60
over a time frame of about? Was that over a time frame of about 6 months?
Come on, man.
Yep, 153 times. Yep. And then
And
you sent it to your personal Gmail, and then you sent it to a blogger.
And that probably was a
what was the
burner.
time? But what was the time span that she did on 153? And that was like what about? Was that about 6 months or was it a little less than that?
I'm not sure on that.
Because I think somebody mentioned that it's like 6 months, which still would have
Over
been
six over
all,
6 month period from
Right.
July to December.
so then so you know what? If you take every day, excluding weekends and holidays, I mean
Right.
she accessed that every day.
Li-
Hmm.
practically.
Yep, that's exactly what she did,
Wow.
and that's
Wow.
not okay.
I have never heard. I mean,
That
there
is
has been
not okay.
people
Whether that was
proven
R.
that's
Kelly
been
or
proven murderers and all type of individuals. I have never in my life heard of that ever happening to any inmate.
and his thing is, if she did it to him, imagine how many more other people it's been done to.
Yes.
It
Yes.
And this
said,
happened
and it
4 years
also said
ago, and there still hasn't been anything done about it.
they
They cannot say that didn't affect the outcome of his trial, because it did. You gave some private information to a federal witness. That's
Yeah,
not legal.
and that's and that's very very sensitive information
Right.
that you disclose on
That's huge.
emails to Tasha K, and you emailed it to yourself.
That is huge, and he shouldn't have never went to trial based on that alone. And that's just one thing, and that's
Right.
huge.
uh and
They
I
did
talk
way
about
more.
them suppressing evidence. Like in I was looking
Hmm.
it up and it say suppressing evidence is a pre-trial proceeding to prevent evidence from being shown at trial, which could be lawful or unlawful. Then it said, what does suppression of information important and relevant facts and conclusions that are in the public interest to be disclosed or concealed or withheld from the public domain which in New York, they did not let Kannick bring in anything, any of the
Right.
information that he had. Judge Ann Donnelly would not allow him to present it. No videos, no audio, none of that. She denied all that. So that's you suppressed evidence that could have possibly helped the defendant.
Hmm. And give him the definition of witness tampering.
And you know what's so funny? Tasha K made that whole thing when she was on that interview with that lady Natasha. The way she made it sound like R. Kelly doing this like it's a desperation, like it's a Hail Mary, like he on the 5-yard line, he got to go 95 yards with about 10 seconds to go in the damn game.
Oh, she tried to change the
And
whole script.
witness,
She
I
tried
got
to make the
the witness tampering, the act of obstructing justice by improperly interacting with a witness before or after trial.
boom,
So,
boom,
witness tampering. What did Tasha K do?
boom.
She fed Azrael the information of R. Kelly confidential recordings and emails when he told Joy to take the money, put it behind the couch. As the next day went behind the couch, took the money, left a note, fuck you, fuck R. Kelly. I'm going to do what I gotta do.
Boom. And
She
then
went
right
to
after,
visit him and told him, I heard the phone call.
yes,
I seen the emails.
yes, there it is. Right.
J Rock, as far as us, excuse us, Miss Lavish Lady, as far as us as men, and Miss Lavish Lady can relate, as far as us as men, we make certain decisions, and it might not be the best decision long term. It might seem to be the right decision right now. A lot of times, stuff has to blow up in your face for you to make the necessary hard decisions and clean house to sweep clean your life. I'm just gonna leave that, like a broad statement. You can use it how you want it. You know what I mean? A lot of times on the surface it might seem awful, but a lot of times that's J Rock part of the cleansing and the pruning, Miss Lavish Lady,
Yeah,
process. You
yeah.
see what I'm
Pruning is
going?
necessary.
Mhm.
And I yield back. And
Pruning
that's
is necessary.
and this is what's been happening.
Mhm.
So people be talking about he married someone. I'm not trying to hear you. I have people on my no disrespect. People on my job, they be in the break room, they make comments because and I know based on their conversation and interacting with them, I know you're not taking the time to do no. You're not.
Mhm.
You just going with the narrative and how sad and dangerous that is at the same time. Because when it knocks on your door, because it's a possibility it can happen to anybody. It might not be in your immediate family. You know what I mean? It might be somewhere in your, relatives, or someone close to you. That's the part I don't think people really get. I don't think they really think that that's possible. But I remember Pac saying one time in that prison interview, he said, anybody can be touched,
Mhm.
whether you right or wrong, or people, you know, people feel you right or wrong, indifferent. Any human can be touched, and
Mhm.
that's not always a negative thing. It's just like Martin Lawrence, and I year back, Martin Lawrence said on his stand-up comedy when he had that brown outfit on Run to Tell That, he said, no person is immune to the trials and tribulations of life. Nobody, nobody is part of what we call life. What determines how it's gonna go is the choices and decisions that you make and the company that you keep. And I'm, adding that part to it. So a lot of times we make decisions, we move a certain way, we commit to a certain thing, we do certain things, they rock, and at the moment, it seems like it's Gucci. Long term effect though. Whoo, whoo. So we learn to move differently. At the same time, it's counterproductive if your camp is still the people that's around you. that's closest to you are polluted and got interior motives.
Well, the one part I did hear in in the phone call, he mentioned when he said that there is no, he said there is no cure for corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, because I was struggling with my headset. Wow, he said
Exactly.
that.
He said there's no cure for corruption.
Mm,
And I say one thing about this justice system, it was built to operate correctly, but it's being ran by corrupt people, which makes the
there
system
you go.
bad.
There you go. There you go.
The system is set up to work perfect, but if you
Right,
got corrupt people running it, it's never going to work in your favor if you're not a part of the corruption.
right, right. Bingo. That was bars, nephew. Those are bars. Those are bars.
That's it. So,
Yeah.
at this point, we are starting. We've been asking to hear Robert speak. Now Robert is speaking. Now we have a sense of direction of what we need to be pinpointing. All of these attachments and who is who and what is what, we know at this point all of that is unnecessary.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
irrelevant.
Tasha K, the BOP, informants, government witnesses, all colluded to bring this man down, along with these two families that you see on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole TV network
Right.
In
by
the
the
Yep.
whole,
name
and
of Lifetime.
the TV network is the enablers. Lifetime is an enabler.
Yep.
NBC enabler. All of them are enablers. Since they
Mm,
want to call us
Okay.
enablers,
right.
They
Right.
are enablers for not fact checking and making
Right.
sure that this information was accurate before running with it.
Yeah. Lifetime Network, courtesy of Dream Hamhock.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't say Dream Hampton, I said Dream Hamhock. That's my new name for it. Like 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 Fred Sanford said on Sanford Son, he said, "Give me some ham hocks and rice." Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Dream Hamhock. That's who she is.
I'm hawking pinto beans.
Yep.
He gonna fight his way out. That's for sure. And if people will just listen to what he's saying, what he's just asking people to get the information out there. The assignment is to simply shine the light on the corruption.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get real ugly. And yeah, somebody just put in the chat. Teresa McGee Jones said it started with Gail King. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This appeal goes through for R. Kelly. I'm telling you right now,
We're gonna speak
Gail
into it
King,
when it
it,
goes through.
get. Look, I'm so used to saying if, but when it goes through, what's gonna wind up happening? Gail King will not be on that show. As far as when the story break, I'm telling you, you're gonna get one of three excuses. You're gonna get Gail King is not feeling well, Gail King is on vacation, or Gail King had a personal emergency. One of those three excuses is gonna come up, and she's not gonna come back on that show until that story dies down. That's when she's gonna come back.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rock, Dana, Dana silly. Dana funny. He laughing at your comment, Dream Ham Hock. He cracking up. What up, Dana J? What up, bro? What up, bro?
Yeah, here's some ham hocks and pinto beans.
Uh,
His innocence need to be displayed as loud as they displayed this mess that they've done over the past 4 years.
and
yeah.
Kels, one thing about him, he's very articulate with his
Yeah.
messages that he dropped. So
Yeah.
he dropped a bomb the first time. He started dropping bombs every time he come out.
Mm-hmm.
So the next bomb, I'm gonna hold it to myself, but I got a feeling what the next bomb gonna be.
Mm.
But his message that he don't want people fighting, going back and forth. They're supposed to be for him.
Right.
But it's
Right.
a reason why he spoke to
Don't
why
take the bait.
Levi is calling these people terrorists. It's a
Mm,
reason.
okay.
They are.
If
Mm,
R. Kelly didn't feel like there was terrorists, he would have told Levi, look, we can't be out here
right.
spreading that mess.
Right. Right.
But the fact that he confirmed that Levi knows, he know
Right.
how to break it down. He
Right.
understands the law, is what he
Right.
said.
Right.
Yep. And it is terrorists out here on this internet. They are. They a
That's
bunch of
what. Yeah. So, 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 like you said, like you
people
pretty
that's
much
trying
said, nephew.
to get the
Like you
word
said,
out.
nephew, if if anyone comes up, care who they are and how long they've been on these YouTube streets, if you not in alignment with what Mr. Kelly has stated and what his current focus is, then we know what them people about. Point blank blank. And we don't even need to give that no more attention.
Exactly.
You just let that be known. And that's how we moving, nephew. Point blank, period.
You heard what I said. None of the negativity will be accepted. I don't give a damn what it may be. If you have an opinion, you can respectfully state your opinion, but guess what? If your opinion don't align with the mission, I'm not
Right.
putting 87 in this vehicle. This shit is 93 only. Premium.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Certainly.
Premium only. So you
Yes,
want to
sir.
come with your 87 comment, your ass gonna stay hung up on the pump.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
There
premium
it is.
only.
We
Yeah.
understand the assignment. He gave the assignment and we understand it. And we
Yeah.
run away. Apply that pressure.
Yeah.
BOP.
That's it. Apply that pressure.
Apply
Like
that.
that back, like them bears, J Rock years ago. They used to bears used to be famous for that blitz they used to do.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
Yeah.
that 46 defense.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. You know what I mean? Shoot. That's how we coming, J Rock, in 2023.
And
We
I'll tell
apply
you what.
pressure.
I'll tell you what.
Big five.
So
And biblical numbers, the number 7.
Completion.
I couldn't even get it out. Now this lady on one I'm on.
I know. I'm born in the 7th month.
So
Completion.
so this year is 2023. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 3 is what? I then.
7
7.
completion.
This gonna be the year, big nephew. J Rock, this the
Completion.
year. And I already put it out in the spiritual atmosphere. So shall it be spoken, so let it be done. In Jesus'
I
name.
say.
In that order.
Dana say, Big Vi, damn premium, bro. I'm on the diesel. I'm on that damn diesel. Get your ass, bring your ass on the stream, Dana.
Right. Get out that chat and get on the screen.
I know he probably over there setting up. He got on Tim
Right.
ass so bad. Tim
Oh, did he?
head right in the motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He sure did, man. I know you know that activator, man. You know that activator kind of dry right now, bro. You know it is right now. Remember, if you remember the movie Hollywood Shuffle with Robert Townsend, with
Woo, that's an old movie. Yes. Yes.
when Jerry Curl was up there talking about when he said, "Man, that's my activator, man. Back up, man. That's my activator." And boy, that head started shriveling up like a prune. It was a wrap.
Y'all be sure to hit that like button on your way in. We want to support.
Oh yeah, man. I feel so much. I feel so much better. I feel so much better moving forward in 2023 versus the last few years. I felt like we were jogging in place 2021, 2022. Now we're starting to jog at a slight pace right now. That's going to eventually start to pick up. And when it pick up, hey, I always say this fight, I always reference this, this message that Kels has to speak as for to the message that God gave Noah about the flood.
Yes, sir.
the more Kel start to speak, the more it's gonna start to rain.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer it rains, it's gonna start to flood. And when it started to flood, all of these people outcasted Kels, the savages, the Clarys.
Yeah.
Once Kels lift that door up to the ark,
Yep.
he gonna be looking down at Lifetime, NBC, Sony, RCA,
CBS,
CBS, Jim Derogatis,
No.
BuzzFeed, Mike Avenatti.
Jim Dare agrees it.
They gonna say, how the hell did he? Hey, it's gonna be like when El Chapo escaped that prison through that underground tunnel. They gonna go looking. They gonna go look for Kels in that cell, and he no longer gonna be there. You hear this man say, "I'm ready to get back to the studio. My fans, my children."
See, I didn't miss all that part, nephew. My headphones are so jacked up trying to get into the thing. The connection was messing up. And by the time I got in, I missed all of that.
He said, "I'm ready to get back to my fans, my children, the studio, making music, the stage." He know he coming home.
Yeah.
And well, I'll tell you what, you can't look down on Jim Derogatis. You gotta look around him.
Hey, but J Rock, I don't remember who it was. J Rock, remember, I forgot who was interviewing Jim Derogatis, but he was talking about the song I Met. So evidently he heard it, he listened to it and all of that.
Oh yeah, he heard it. He know it.
He heard his
exactly
name. When he got to the part, nephew, where he said Kels mentioned his name, when I say he lit up, he lit up like the 4th of July, New Year's, Christmas. So that tell me right there, really the motive, nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He been the biggest pain in Kel's ass, R. Kelly's whole career outside of Barry and Dimitri. Jim Derogatis been writing these fucked up articles on R. Kelly since 1995.
Yeah. Man, Jim Derogatis, when he heard that, because Unc was right. The way he looked, he looked like he just walked up to a buffet and it was free, and somebody gonna pick up his tab. That's how he looked.
So I said that to get to what Boosie said. There's no way I can coin it and say it with the feelings and from his gut and his soul when Boosie said that when he was sitting there with Vlad. He said they hypnotized with hatred. Now, hate is one thing, a strong word in our vocabulary. But when you walk through life and you are hypnotized in such a way with hatred in your soul for another human, whoo! That's a demonic force. That the only way you can combat that is through spiritual. You got to know God. You got to be praying this thing. And your only course, though, just the thing. This how this goes. See, the haters and all of that, people on the negative and all that, they can use all type of tricks and tactics. Y'all done seen Batman. You done seen the good and the bad. The goodness and justice, they limit it. They can only use goodness and fairness. You see what I'm saying? But like they say, good always will trump evil. Because justice is always pointed toward the heavens. You know what I mean? It's just the process is so it ain't no joke. You know what I mean? Like Idi Amin said.
But let me ask you something,
Go ahead.
What you think about these? What you think about these two sets of parents? What are your thoughts about these two fathers and their actions as far as their daughter or bringing their daughter around a celebrity of this magnitude?
My thing is, it's an indicator to me that I don't know if they did not see the right image, you know what I mean, the right example. I don't know if they father, you know, or they upbringing affect them. So evidently it did, you know what I mean? That to me in such a way that it spilled over, and I still see them as adult men and fathers, yet struggling with some other issues that carried over to their adulthood, that they're not even prepared fully or even get the concept of what it is to be a strong man in the doorway of their home, how to proper cover their children, cover them, protect them. Mean you won't put them in no kind of position for anyone to hurt them, whether it be financially, emotionally, psychologically, economically, spiritually, in any fashion. But if you yourself, like OG Bobby Johnson said, his J Rock mother said it in the hospital. He's gonna be just like his daddy and his granddaddy. Spoke that. Ali asked him, "Did you grow up with your father?" He said, OG Bobby Johnson shook his head. He said, "No, I didn't." Said the black man is either in prison or he dies in prison, and his kids suffer. So that's what I see with them two men, the same type. They're not fathers. They're not real men, because real men don't move like that. When they understand the sense of responsibility and what it means to be in the doorway of your family and protect. That's how the men was back in the Black Panthers and back in the day, J Rock. That's how the men was. That's
I'm
the stuff
saying
that
it
the
nicely.
conscious rappers were talking about back then. When them songs, we protect our community, we take our homes. We won't let no one come in and infiltrate and tear down our community or come into our houses and our homes and mess with our sons and our daughters and our women. These ain't them type of men. So I wonder what happened to you two men.
You saying
What?
it nicely. You saying it nicely. They some
Mhm.
low down dirty
What up,
dogs.
Dana?
I'm listening. You know, I'm putting that pressure. Oh, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got next. So I
I
got
yield back.
next. So
I yield back. Go ahead. Go ahead,
so
nephew.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say this from the Reverend that got the Section 8 walking boots in the background. You know, I'm man, I'm putting it down. He said, "What kind of men are you? You can't call yourself men if you're skipping your duties."
Mm.
But I'm
Thanks.
listening to Unc get knowledge because after this live, you know, I'm gonna crush him again. I'm
Part
gonna
two.
crush him again. Huh?
Dana, I ain't gonna lie to you. You rode some hell early this afternoon, though, bro.
Oh, you ain't see nothing yet. You ain't see. That was just a check it. Don't you know how you go to the bathroom and before the big turd come out, is always a little preliminary one? That's what that was.
Damn.
Tonight, man, it's gonna get hot in here. I'm telling you.
So
And
this
I
afternoon
just
was
was
so this
tripping,
afternoon
like,
was an appetizer, but this might be the main course.
Man, look.
yeah. I
All
was
right,
just
let me set Dana J up. Let me set him up. Let me finish this statement real quick. Ray Ray,
I'm listening.
you said out there, you owe me. All I want is my boy. I told a man once in prison that I would save my son's life, even if it costs my life.
Wow.
I'm ready to die here today, Ray, for my boy, because I love him. Do
So
you love him?
so
All I'm trying to do is give him something you or I never had.
So Bobby, did that mean that you're gonna come back and be on the same shit you was on and before you got up in here, Bobby?
Do with that.
Oh yeah, I know the movie too. I love that movie.
No. Are you a deuce? No, I'm not.
So what are you then, Bobby Johnson?
Can you stand on your
Bobby
own?
Johnson, what are
Can you
you?
stand on your own like a man supposed to? I can't. Go save your boy. I believe you, Bobby. See, he said you can say with your mouth, you're gonna go good. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna go straight forever.
Right.
He said, but your attitude is speaking the truth. No one is gonna let you out this prison, or no one is gonna let you out this cave or back into their confidence until you first change your attitude.
Right.
Truly change your thinking. OG Bobby Johnson looked at the book he was reading in the library and said, like this says, my thinking is mine. I choose. I hear a little hope, a little spark and a hope. I might think different. Little hope, somewhat in Angelo. Somewhat where you can reason with him. You can pretty much work that and read that if you choose to do that, whatever. The other one, you trying to make it to Hollywood. He's trying to make it with us, and he's not scared to tell you. He want his own reality show. And he said, I'm doing by any means necessary. And whatever the consequences along the way, he is willing to sacrifice that.
Now I know you gotta understand, Lo, what's really going on, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You might break it down like that. God damn, man, D.
So I set nephew up. I set nephew up, and I said, J Rock, I yield back now. I yield all the way back.
Okay, you might can deal with Angelo, but the other one, he's going to Hollywood. Oh my. Boy, Tim is a joke. Tim is a joke. But like I say, those enablers over there, from the federal government to the judges, prosecutors, CBS, Jim Derogatis, Jimmy Neutron Griggs, all of those people enable these two families to run around here and parade themselves around to be victims when all reality they are the predators. They preyed on an innocent man. When they can't sit here and convince me that I'm gonna say that they wasn't aware of the allegations. But yet and still, Tim, this is your wife, your oldest daughter, your second daughter, backstage taking pictures with the man that you are now calling a monster. But at this point, he was where you needed to be at that time.
Well, I got one question, Vi. I got one question that nobody seems to really pay attention to. He keeps saying he's a real man. He keeps saying he does this, he does that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your wife with your two oldest daughters is taking a picture back. No, that's over on Old Nat, but that's at their old studio. That's where that's at.
Okay.
So Rob flies you out though, right? Rob flies y'all as a family, and you don't go. Nor are you at this meet when he come to the little show for that your kids put on, right? For that your girls put on. But your wife goes out there not once but twice, and goes by herself, and she meet with Rob on two different times, and without Joy and without anybody else, and stays gone with Rob for a great amount of time. Okay, let's go here. As a man, where were you?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, my wife ain't going nowhere to see no other man without me.
No, especially when you talk about business anyway.
Right.
So, you know what? I can't go too much in that. Look, I'm about to go get live. I'm gonna wait for you to finish, and then hell gonna break loose.
Yeah, we finna get ready to get out of here because and you just spoke to the nature of Tim, and I'm gonna speak to the nature of Angelo. When you out here now talking about what R. Kelly did for 30 years, this 30 years that. So that means all the shit that you're saying he done over 30 years, that means you was aware of this shit when you were trying to introduce your daughter to him to get a song.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
R. Kelly understood when he understood that it was a discrepancy between your daughter's age, whether she was 18 or 17. He sent your daughter back to you, Green Bay packing, and your goddamn ass Tasmanian devil. You and your wife speeding her back up to Chicago like the goddamn road runner to R. Kelly.
Mm.
I'm trying to understand the way that you speak about this man being a predator for over 30 years. Where was it in your conscience at the time when this man sent your daughter back to you? Did you
Mm-hmm.
ever think that why would I want to take my daughter back to him? That was
Mm-hmm.
never the thought. But your own daughter testified out of her own mouth through her letter to your son, your wife induced her to seduce Robert. She threw herself onto him, but he showed no type of affection towards her. He was not attracted by that. So when the sex didn't work, let's hit him with the lie.
Yep. And see, and one other thing that gets me is if R. Kelly is the predator that everybody claims to be, why didn't he go after the other? Why wouldn't he go after the little sister instead of Joy?
I'm gonna give you one better than that, J Rock. I'm gonna give you one better than that. That's real in everybody's face, like Dana. I'm gonna use Dana J. Like it's in everybody's face. If he was such that individual, you can go back as far as you want to go back. Dana J can only help me with this. How many individuals would have not collaborated with him? And when I mean collaborated with him, when he got a hit, when he got a song, when it come up in his spirit, it's in his mind. He ain't playing with that. He ain't in a studio like Pac was in that studio, putting in that work. And ain't no individual across the industry had anything foul to say about him in their private setting when they was collabing with him. Y'all better knock that off with this, man. Y'all better knock this off, man. Y'all ain't no real men and no real women. You can be bought. Your soul is on can be bought. And that's the sad thing about this, Dana J. Because y'all all know better.
Facts.
And if enough of y'all that's really making it and really there see the overall picture and come together for this, y'all can really create a nucleus that can help the artists, especially those that are coming in, to protect themselves. You know what I mean? To understand there's insurance taken out on U.S. artists. How they trying to get your publics in your catalog so you can get rid of you and you gone, and I can keep stretching your name. To understand what this real about. To help them really understand, hey, let's do this like Master P, Birdman. Let's get this out the mud. You know what I mean? Let's put that work in. Let's educate ourselves about how this stuff really goes. Let's create our own label. That's what the Black Liberation Movement was all about. We're supposed to have our own library. We should have our own recording artists. We should have our own, you know what I'm saying, Dana J? And I give off my soap back, but that just gets me heated. I'm trying to do something new in 2023, Dana. But man, that just incites me right there. So they need to knock that off.
Mm-hmm.
They need to knock that off, J Rock. They need to knock that off.
You right. Oh, Dana, could you do me a favor?
What's going on?
I need you to send me a couple of clips from your lives. One of which was the clip on when you was talking about when you had the comparison pictures of Damon Pryor and R. Kelly?
I do you one better. Snatch whatever you want from my page. Email me, and I'll let you know how to do it. So that way you can have it all in your little Rolodex.
Cool. I definitely. You still got the same email address?
Of course.
Okay. I'll hit you up with that.
Well, Dana about to go live, y'all. He about to go drop some fucking Crisco on Tim Savage head again.
Man, only if you knew.
I missed the other one.
Grease on his head already?
I missed the other one, Dana, so I'm gonna go back and replay that, but I'm gonna stand by until you go live.
If you ain't gonna have time to go look at the other one now, especially when
I'll do it later. Yeah, I'll do it later. I'm off this week, so I'll do it later. You know me, I'll pick up where you at. I know how you get down, so I'll fill in the blank where you at.
All right, look, I appreciate y'all, man. Love every last one of y'all. I'm about to get ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. We finna be everybody. We finna head over and watch Tim Savage get slaughtered.
Big vibe.
Again. This shit about my daughter, man. All I want my million.
Mm-hmm. Vibe. Tim Savage don't have enough grease on his head already?
Man, it don't look like it. All that fucking crying he be doing.
Hey, coming to America. So glow.
Thing, Tim. Tim Savage. You out here running
sitting on my couch.
Saying that you advocate for these women. You Tim Savage, you say you advocate for the victim. You claim to be advocating for the victims. Well, how many countless times have you called these alleged victims bitches after bitches after bitches after bitches after bitches? How in the hell did Faith Rogers' dad is sitting next to you after you called his daughter so many bitches?
Yeah,
man, that caught me.
Yep.
I mean, all three of them sitting there like that. I'm like, I was really surprised when I saw that. I'm like, so Faith Rogers' dad is sitting there and don't have no words for Tim? You mean to tell me you ain't putting no hands on this dude after all he said about your daughter?
Now you see what I said. Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Yeah, that's not no real man. That's no real father, bro. That's a boy in a grown man's body. An immature boy. That's what that is. That ain't no real old man. He ain't thorough.
Wants his soul to glow.
Like a roll. He ain't like a roll bounce commercial.
Nephew, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make it to where?
Hollywood. That motherfucker should have been on Good Time. He can replace JJ. He's a fucking clown.
Mm-hmm. What did the late great Robin Harris said on House Party? We won't have no trouble finding you. Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
He remind me of that dude on Good Time, J Rock, Lenny.
Oh hell.
Hey, but then
can't leave me hanging on that J Rock.
Man.
But then he got the part. Then he got the part. Hey, he got the part in his head like TC off the Wayne brother.
Man. I didn't talk about Lenny. Talk about I didn't steal, Judge. I'm innocent. I ain't got nothing to hide. Want to buy a TV?
Right.
TV guy.
Real talk. Some characters, man.
That motherfucker still using it just for me in his head, man.
God damn. Damn.
But I'm not gonna hold y'all long, man. We finna we gonna get ready to get up out of here. I'm gonna play this exclusive again by Storm Monroe before we get up out of here.
Teresa McGee Jones, stupid. She said, "You ain't got any. Lenny got plenty."
That's what we're gonna dress him with now. That's what we're gonna dress him with. AKA 120 hours.
You already know, babe. Mr. 120 himself. That nigga gave Tasha K 72 hours. I said, this motherfucker giving out hours like he a job.
He bought that work. He gonna put that work.
Hey, he just letting us know he can count, goddamn.
Right. Evidently not.
Jada
He
J,
said,
this ain't for you, bro. This ain't for you, Jada J. Stay out of this shit.
oh man. Oh,
Hey y'all, I'm gonna head out. I just
okay.
want to tell y'all good night. Make sure y'all spread the word. We heard from the man himself. He wants the word to be put out about the injustice of the BOP officer, and just keep applying that pressure. Y'all be easy. Have a good night. Love y'all.
All right, go do some work, lavish lady.
Grace and peace.
Yeah, we finna drop this exclusive one more time before we get up out of here.
Tomorrow's
but we ain't arguing with nobody.
Yep, I totally agree with you because she knows she about to get sued for real.
Mm-hmm.
We not arguing with nobody no more. We not going back and forth with nobody no more. People come with their negative comments. Just block. I don't. The subscriber count, the negative subscriber count don't even mean nothing to me. We are on a positive direction. 93 premium gas only. Anybody coming here with them 87 regular comments, get the hell out of here.
And if you coming in here with hot, and if you coming up in here with hot dog water, we talking about your mama too.
Be for real, man. but exclusively from Storm Monroe. Before we get out of here, man, let's let the world know what Kels had to say pertaining to the biggest argument on YouTube over the last 4 years. One of the biggest arguments on YouTube over the last 4 years.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call, you may begin speaking now.
Storm.
I'm good, Robert. How you doing? Happy belated, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So yeah, I ain't had much time, but here it is. I have a guy called my cousin who's really close to me out there, and he's been around since like 20. Well, no, actually, yeah, 2001. I've been knowing him since. Very good guy, cool guy. I call him my cousin. His name is Levi. Now, I don't want everybody that supports me out there on the internet to start going, hey, well, I'm supporting you too. Everybody is supporting me. Those that love me and those that believe in me and those that believe in what I've said about the BOP officer and everything and taking my records and everything. But Levi, I've been talking to Sharon Wimbush. I've been talking to a lot of people here and there when I get a chance. And they're all trying to help me.
Okay.
Because they know what's right.
They all trying to help me because they know what's going on. So, no more fighting, no more back and forth. Why can't we all just get along? But I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming. We got Unc on here tonight. We got Derek on here for about 35, 40 minutes until Derek went night. We got J-Rock on.
Shout out to Derek.
And we got Miss Lavish Lady. Shout out to her for continuously always coming on the panel, chopping it up with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the mix. You know, it's always good when you got both sides of the coin, you know, to have this discussion. With that being said, I mean, there's pretty much nothing left to say but push the narrative. The BOP officer, which is a judge in the jail, accessed Mr. Kelly's record over 153 times. I ain't gonna say she did it over 153 times. 60 officers, 61 officers in the BOP, which one of them was a judge inside of the jail, accessed Robert Kelly's personal confidential emails and calls over 153 times, which then sold that information or gave that information to a blogger by the name of Tasha K, who then colluded with federal informant Larry McGee, the parents of a federal witness, Jane Doe number 5, also with a state's prosecutor in Chicago, Angel Cruz, to collude and commit corruption in this man's case. So it's very important that we push the message. There is paperwork out there about this indictment against the BOP officer who was able to retire. So the job for us as supporters is to work the message into the social media world. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is you want. Share the message. Share the information. Twitter, share the information. Shade Room, Boosie Badass, No Jumper. Share the information. Shout out to all of the people in the chat tonight. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share the content. Share the content. Shout out to my Twitter family for the continuous information that they share over on Twitter every day. With that being said, I have nothing else left to say. J-Rock, if you all have something to say now, you all can speak. And when you all done, we're going to get up out of here.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You can go ahead, J-Rock. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. The only thing I'm going to say is, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. As long as Jim Derogatis is fat and smelly, I'm yelling free R. Kelly.
J-Rock funny, man. All right.
That's
Until next time.